Hello everyone, my name is Pratisha and I'm going to present a PPT which is a part of my assignment. I'll be briefing you through the advantage, disadvantage and application of ad hoc networks. First, we will begin with a basic introduction to ad hoc networks. In simple language, an ad hoc network is the network with no fixed access point. An ad hoc network is a decentralized type of wireless network. It is one that is spontaneously formed when devices connect and communicate with each other. Ad hoc networks are mostly wireless local area networks. The devices communicate with each other directly instead of relying on base station or access point. Each device participates in routing activity by determining the route using the routing algorithm and forwarding data to other devices via this route. We will now discuss about some of the advantages of ad hoc networks. We all know that ad hoc networks don't have a fixed access point, hence it allows portable computing such as laptops or mobile phones which are used to access the web services. Ad hoc networks are also very simple to design and install. Other advantages include no infrastructure and lower cost. There are situations in which a user of a communication system cannot rely on an infrastructure. Using a service from an infrastructure can be very expensive for specific applications like an area with very low density like desert, mountain, battlefield, etc. Decentralized and robust. Another advantage of ad hoc network is that they are inherently very robust. If one of the base station is not working, all users of that base station will lose connectivity to other networks. In ad hoc networks, we can avoid such problem. If one node leaves the network or is not working, we can still have the connectivity to other nodes. Scalability in wireless networks describes the performance of network in face of increased number of nodes and nodes mobility. It incorporates the addition of more nodes. Mobility allows ad hoc networks to be created on the fly in any situation where there are multiple wireless devices. In the next generation of wireless communication systems, there will be a need for rapid deployment of independent mobile users. The most popular examples include military networks, emergency or rescue operations, disaster alert. In these scenarios, we can't rely on centralized connectivity. Mobile ad hoc network or MANETs support nodes mobility. We can still communicate with our mobile devices as long as the destination is reachable. Self-configuring nodes are also routers. Self-healing through continuous reconfiguration. Easy to build and spontaneous infrastructure. Malfunction of a network infrastructure is sometimes not avoidable. It is obviously difficult to repair or replace the malfunction infrastructure in short time, while the network's existence must be maintained all time. Establishing an ad hoc network is a good deal in such situation. The network participants can act as ad hoc nodes and hop the messages. Advantages of ad hoc network. Challenges in ad hoc networks include no fixed access point, dynamic network topology, contrary environment, and irregular connectivity. Ad hoc networks have no trusted centralized authority. Due to the dynamic changing property, the ad hoc faces challenges which are listed as higher error rate. Unlike wide transmission, the wireless transmission may deal with problems related to the characteristic of the electronic wave. The obstacle in the transmission path causes shadowing, reflection, scattering, fading, refraction, and diffraction of the electronic wave. These propagation may lead to transmitted packets being garbled and thus received in error. It results in low quality communication due to various environmental factors involved. Lower data rate. One of the biggest problem of ad hoc network is reduced data rates. The characteristic of wave which is used for wireless communication prevents wireless communication to transmit data better than wired communication. A higher frequency can transmit more data, but then it is more vulnerable to interference and performs well in short range. Dynamic topology and scalability. Because ad hoc networks do not allow the same kinds of aggregation techniques that are available to standard internet routing protocols, they are vulnerable to scalability problem. They have unstructured or time-varying network topology due to node mobility. Security. Due to dynamic distributed infrastructure-less nature and lack of centralized monitoring points, the ad hoc networks are vulnerable to various kinds of attacks. It is accessible to both legitimate network users and malicious attackers. Therefore, the ad hoc networks are susceptible to attacks ranging from passive attacks such as eavesdropping to active attacks such as interfering. Passive attack means that the attacker does not send any message. The attacker just listens to the channel. Therefore, it is almost impossible to detect this attack. In contrast, the active attack modifies, deletes the packets, injects packets to invalid destination. Active attack can be detected. Energy limitation. A managed network allows mobile nodes to communicate in the absence of a fixed infrastructure. Therefore, they operate with the help of limited battery power. They must have algorithms which are energy efficient as well as operating with limited processing and memory resources. Resource constrained computation. The usage of available bandwidth will be limited because nodes may not be able to sacrifice the energy consumed by operating at full link speed. Therefore, energy and network bandwidth in ad hoc networks are available in limited amounts. Now, we will see some of the applications of ad hoc network. Military arena. An ad hoc networking will show the military battleground to maintain an information network among the soldiers, vehicles, and headquarters. Rescue mission and emergency. Ad hoc networks can be set up easily and quickly. They are designed so that they can install a network without fixed infrastructure. Ad hoc networks are temporal. As soon as a new infrastructure is established in the area, the ad hoc networks can be removed easily. Provincial level. Ad hoc networks can build instant link between multimedia network using notebook computers to spread and share information among participants. For example, conferences. Personal area network. A personal area network is a short-range localized network where nodes are usually associated with a given range. Bluetooth is a wireless local network which has only small range area transmission, typically smaller than 10 meter, operates in the unlicensed 2.4 GHz spectrum and doesn't need infrastructure or cable to connect the end terminals. It can provide short-range communication between the nodes such as laptop and mobile phone. Industry sector. Ad hoc network is widely used for commercial applications. Ad hoc network can also be used in emergency situations such as disaster relief. The rapid development of non-existing infrastructure makes the ad hoc network easily used in emergency situations. Wireless sensor networks. As the term implies, wireless sensor networks are on the intersection of three different technologies: wireless communications, sensing, and networking. The WSNs consist of a large number of sensor nodes, each equipped with a wireless transceiver. The transceiver has two main roles. The sensors use it to measure and sense activities, and the network is used to relay the gathered information to data sinks. Therefore, the hop count may be high.